Hi, everybody. Rachel Teedy here with this 13 Now evening update, and we're following a couple stories out of Rotterdam tonight. The first one has to do with a death investigation that we first told you about last week. New information now. Police are saying it was a welfare check that led to the discovery of a woman's body. And police say the woman had been dead for several months. This is a map of where this was happening here. This was on Greenpoint Avenue. That's where police were called last Friday to check on the welfare of 24-year-old Skylar Pettit. Police say when they got there, they found her dead inside the apartment. Now, police say a post-mortem exam found that she had died of natural causes, but several months ago. So there's a lot of questions about why this wasn't reported earlier for several months. So Tiffany Payton is reporting on this tonight. She's going to bring us an update coming up on News Channel 13 live at 9 and 11. Second, we also have new details regarding a double homicide that happened in Rotterdam. You might remember this case. This is the man facing murder charges, accused of killing his mother and stepfather, being held in a jail right now in Pennsylvania. That mugshot was Anthony Lewis. He refused to open his eyes for his mugshot. He was arrested in Carbon County, Pennsylvania, after getting into a car crash. The court affidavit says the crash was a rollover, and Lewis was spotted walking along the highway after it. When an officer approached him, Lewis allegedly ran into the woods and emptied drugs out of his pockets. After his arrest, police learned Lewis was driving his dead stepfather's car. The documents say he allegedly took the car after police say he stabbed his mother and stepfather inside their home on Fern Avenue in Rotterdam on July 7th. Now, new details today of the gruesome scene inside that home. The affidavit describes Kathy Guillaume found on the bed and Bob Guillaume found on the landing of the second floor covered with a blanket. Both had stab wounds. Half of a pair of scissors laid nearby, and a significant amount of blood was in the home. Lewis has waived extradition. That process still underway to bring him back to Rotterdam from Pennsylvania to face those murder charges. There's also a massive cleanup effort underway tonight in Stephentown, and this was after a beaver dam broke, sending all of that water rushing, unfortunately, into a person's basement. Repairs continue. This is in eastern Rensselaer County. All of this water really just wreaking havoc. They think that this is about 83 million gallons of water. This is on Garfield Road in Stephentown. That road is back open tonight. Stephentown Fire Lieutenant Ian Lanier has lived on Garfield Road for 40 years, and he woke up yesterday morning. He looked out his front window, saw the millions of gallons of water, not just rushing down the hillside, but also into his basement and his barn. And that's he says it's a real problem. He didn't want to speak on camera to our Dan Levy. He was just so upset about what happened. His new lawn obviously wiped out. You can see all the dirt there. And this is a story that continues tonight. So coming up on News Channel 13 Live at 9 and 11, you will hear how that cleanup is going tonight, and you'll see just the incredible mess that was left behind. Let me bring in meteorologist Waneik Martinez. We've seen a lot of rain over the last couple of weeks, I guess, the wettest July in a very long time. But I enjoyed the little break today. Some areas did see rain, though, today.
Yeah, we had an isolated cluster of heavy storms actually that popped up near Lake George today. And then we had a stronger line of storms that popped up to our south. Now, the good news is we are expected to dry out overnight. So we'll have that drying trend into the overnight hours. But you can see right now on our hour by hour forecast, we'll still see those spotty showers into the overnight hours. Now, by tomorrow morning, we'll see some patchy fog start to redevelop because of that low-level moisture that we have into place. But the good news is tomorrow will be a warm and dry day. So taking a live look at Saratoga Springs, quiet. We still have those clouds popping up with those temperatures in the lower 70s. And if we look into the night, we'll start to drop down into the 60s into the overnight hours. So cooler because we had a good bit of cloud cover in place today. Those showers and storms will wrap up, like I said, into the overnight hours, and then we'll have that area of patchy fog, primarily where we saw showers and storms develop today. Tomorrow, temperatures will be hot, touching 90, and will also be humid. So be sure to stay hydrated tomorrow because we are expecting to warm up significantly tomorrow. And then Thursday will be another alert day that we are possibly monitoring for that chance of strong to severe thunderstorms throughout the area. So we have that 60% chance of rain, but look at that. We will also be hot on Thursday and Friday. So we may have some heat advisories in effect by the end of the week.
All right. It's about that time of year, I suppose. We're due for something that feels like triple digits.
It's summertime after all, What can you expect?
We do. Thank you, Waneik, so much. So we have a lot to cover coming up on News Channel 13 Live at 9 and 11. Hope you join us. Show is starting in about half an hour. We'll see you then.